At our homestead, we are always preparing for all 4 seasons, especially winter, when we don't have all of our fresh fruits, vegetables, and foods available to us locally or in our homestead. And one thing that is crucial that you're doing months and months ahead of time, at least 6 months ahead of time, is starting to season your wood, which is what I'm working on today. And I'm going to talk about why it's really important that you do have seasoned wood, why it's important for the health of your fireplace, our environment, and your pockets. Let's go. The highest efficiency wood that you can be burning is a nice seasoned wood. This is a wood that has been able to dry for 6 months or longer, depending on the type of wood that you're burning, as well as the climate that you're in. If you have a drier, warmer climate, it might happen a lot sooner, whereas a cooler or moister climate, it's going to take a little bit longer. Our wood usually takes around 6 to 12 months, but you can always leave longer as well. So it's not something that you can't leave for an extended amount of time, although we're usually burning it in our wood burning stove. And what's really important is we like to make sure that we're using the most highly efficient wood so that it's actually going to keep our house warm all winter long. By using a green or unseasoned wood, it's not going to be as efficient at burning, and it also can cause safety issues because it's going to let out a gas known as creosote, which can cause buildup in your fireplace and lead to just soot being in the air, which is not great to be inhaling, especially if you have little kids or any health conditions, as well as it's going to be building up in your fireplace, in your chimney, and it can cause chimney fires. That's why you do want to make sure that you're routinely cleaning out your chimney as well as burning a seasoned wood. That greener wood is going to let out a much higher amount of creosote. Not only will it produce less creosote in your house, but it's going to release less pollutants into the air, which makes it a much more environmentally friendly wood to be burning. It's also going to be a lot easier to use. When we're going ahead and seasoning our wood, we'll take the trees that we're going to be seasoning. We actually sign up for a free service called Chip Drop, which you can choose if you want chips or if you want wood delivered, and any local landscapers will sign up and drop wood. We've also contacted local landscapers because we do not have that many trees on our property to be cutting down on a yearly basis. So we will get wood brought to us. It usually comes in the big tree pieces. You know, you're getting like a full tree come down. So we'll have Chris will go ahead, chainsaw it down into smaller digestible wood, and then we will actually chop it down into smaller blocks. The smaller it is, the faster it is going to season. So as soon as you can break it down into smaller pieces, the better. And the smaller the piece, the faster it will dry. So if you have small kindling, that's going to dry a lot faster. Now, this drier wood, it's going to have a lot less moisture in it, and you can understand if your wood is properly seasoned in a few different ways, which we'll review in just a bit. But the less amount of moisture is also going to mean that it's easier to use. It's going to be easier to light and easier to burn, and it's also going to be a cheaper source if you are having that unseasoned wood. Now, that seasoned wood. Now, if you are purchasing your own wood, which you can purchase at any big box stores, from any people that sell it locally, check Facebook Marketplace, or if you are dropping your own trees or collecting trees from landscapers, this is a great way to get a cheaper free source of wood. But having that seasoned wood is going to be a lot cheaper in your pocket as well, because it's going to be more efficient at burning. It's going to have a much longer and better burn time than it would with a greener piece of wood. let's talk about how to make sure that your wood is actually seasoned correctly. Just by looking at your wood, you might be able to tell that it is moist or dry. It's definitely going to have a different tone and color, although it can also be different due to the type of wood that you are burning. One really great way to understand the moisture in your wood is to actually have a moisture meter, and this is something you can easily buy off of Amazon. You plug it onto your wood and it will tell you how much moisture is in your wood. This is probably the best way to understand, but if you're looking for a cheaper option, you can listen to the sound of your wood. Here's the sound of very moist wood. I just cut this. We just got this off of a tree that was recently cut down, so you'll be able to hear this versus our dry wood. Okay, here's the moist one. Here is my dry wood. You also will know that it is dry because of the weight. It's going to be a lot lighter when you're dealing with dry wood, but you'll also know because of our sound, and here's the sound of the dry wood. By burning this dry seasoned wood, it also means that you're going to be saving on your chimney and fireplace. The better quality wood that you burn, the longer you'll be able to have your fireplace last. If you are burning a green, unseasoned wood, it is going to lead to a buildup within your fireplace, as well as it's going to hurt the long-term health of your fireplace, and you will have to most likely do a lot more work as well as replacing it a lot sooner than if you were actually burning a more efficient wood. Preparing for winter at the homestead is something that all of us are thinking about on a daily basis, but make sure that you're always thinking about those cold winter nights, not only with what you're stuffing in your belly, but how you're warming your house. If you want to be more self-sufficient, then being able to heat your house with wood is a great way to do this, and making sure that you have nice seasoned wood is something you should be thinking about in the heat of summer. Although it's going to be a strenuous, hot task cutting that wood, it's something you really want to be planning for. Make sure that you're creating a space for your wood to really season well. This means creating a space that is nice and covered and that is lifted off of the ground. It allows for air to go through it, through the sides, but it is going to have the covering so rain or snow cannot get on it from the top. We've created our own wood tool right here, just using old pallets, but you can also buy your own structure like this one from Analife, which is really great. Also really great to store it next to your house and keep your wood dry throughout the winter. I hope this is helpful. I hope that you're starting to season your wood now, and I have another video about seasoning wood that I'll add here. See you guys again next time. Have a good one. Bye.